Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's breaking news.
Hey there, LEGO fans. Welcome back. Alex here.
And I'm Jason.
That's good. You haven't changed your name yet.
We gotta come up with something more entertaining than I'm Alex, I'm Jason. I don't know.
And it is...
Because do you feel awkward when we do this?
Every single time.
Every single time I feel like it's awkward.
We had this conversation like, oh, so who's starting this one? Did you start last time? I can't remember.
It's awkward before, and then we do it, and it's still awkward.
Maybe we can do like Welcome to Breaking News, where we discuss LEGO content in 2 hours or less.
There you go. We haven't broke that barrier yet.
We broke an hour recently.
I know.
So there's that.
There's no going back.
No going back, no. Yeah.
Yes, it is getting on. It is Rant Week.
Oh boy, here we go.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
You got fuel today?
I get excited. Yeah,
I think he's got
your
fuel.
Wife came down and gave me this, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? Because I turned it down. I was like,
I said, do you need a drink? He's like, no, I'm good.
I brought my water, and I'm like, I'm trying to do better with my soda intake, and then Tanya goes, here
she
you
just
go.
knows he needs the fuel. Got to fuel the rage.
Oh, fuel the rant. Yes. Yes, there we go.
But no, it's a big week. We have
it is.
Brickslopes coming up.
It is coming up.
We've got that.
Very, very soon. It's coming weekend. Hope to see you there, by the way.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic to see everybody there. Be sure to say hi to us. I don't know when we're there. There's a lot going on, and I don't want to just sit in one spot. Sometimes I do that. Like if we're going to have like a lunch, we sit down like, oh, okay. You can still say hi. It's fine. No, here we go.
Can I get your autograph, Alex?
Go ahead. No, I would never be like that. I would be ecstatic if somebody said, hey, I know you. I'm Alex. Hey, Alex. Yeah, hey. I love that stuff. It's fun. The interaction of fans is the best.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it is a bonus if they're a fan of you as well. Like, hey, I know you from YouTube. It's great.
They'll be like, oh, you're Alex and that other guy.
That one guy you do those with, yeah. I was going to say, my favorite is when little kids recognize me. I love that for some reason. Like adults like, oh, hey, Alex, it's nice to meet you. But when little kids, because what they'll do is like, Mommy, I know him. He's on the YouTube. And I just love that because they're young fans and they're allowed to watch my channel. And I think that is so cool. Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. I love it.
So if you see kids, have them point and stare at him, is I think his message.
Yeah, there you go. Like, what's going on?
No, we're gonna. Hopefully, people do want to interact with us. If you don't want to, that's fine. I understand if you don't want to interact with us.
Just don't yell obscenities at us. You guys.
Yeah, there's
suck.
kids present.
Your show sucks.
But yeah, no, we do want to talk to you guys. So if you come talk to us. Are we gonna do some giveaways? We've talked about.
Yeah, what are we giving away? Are we saying that yet? Are we giving away some?
So we will have some breaking news swag for anyone that comes up and says hello and says they want it.
Swag.
While supplies last.
While supplies last. Hey, can I get some swag, man?
Something tells me we'll have more supply, but
yeah,
just in case.
You never know.
In case.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
It's gonna be a fun time.
But no, we talked about it. We thought it might be a fun way to get the people that really watch the show and interact with our channels kind of involved.
Yeah.
And so the thought was, come up if you watch the show. Come up and tell us. What did we decide?
Hey, I watch your show, and then we go, oh, that sounds great, and then we ask them a question, and they have to answer, and if they answer,
we could do that, or they could come up and just tell us who their favorite sponsor was from a video.
Oh, the favorite sponsor. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's see. What is your favorite sponsor, or your favorite segment? Because we have breaking news, community commentary, the rants, and what's the other one? There's another one. What's the fourth one?
Community commentary, breaking Ask news. Alex.
Oh, the Ask Alex. That's the other one. How could I forget? Ask Alex. That was the long one that went over an hour last time. Wow. Yes. Whew. I keep saying I'm going to do better.
Well, you're going to talk less.
I'm going to talk less.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see how that goes. No, let's do that.
Or maybe they are big fans of the blind build.
I seriously...
Do we want to tell them about the...
Yeah, let's do it. So there is a blind build going on, and the sign up was free. So I'm assuming it's gonna be a small set, but it's
a team blind build.
It's a team blind build, 2-person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea, and I think this is how it goes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have 2 people on opposite
probably
sides.
are,
Probably gonna be wrong. We usually
okay.
are. That's okay. I'm used to being wrong. All my life I've been wrong about many things, so nothing new.
Yeah.
So we sit opposite of each other, and I assume there's some sort of barrier, curtain, and one of us has the instructions.
Yeah.
The other one has the set. Draw your own conclusions.
So one of us gives directions, and the other has to follow the directions and actually build it.
Who should be on what side?
That's what I was gonna say. Tell us in the comments. You only have like 2 days or whatever.
Who should bark out the instructions?
Tell us who you think will be better at giving instructions. Who will be better at building? What are you thinking?
Gosh, I don't know. It both sounds stressful to me, really. I think I feel like I am terrible at conveying what I'm seeing verbally. So
okay, and that's funny because I was thinking I should be the one to give.
I think, okay, unless we get an overwhelming amount of you saying, do it the other way.
Like, we want to see failures.
Don't worry, we'll see that plenty of that.
You'll see that either way.
We'll see plenty of that. But yeah, how about we'll tentatively plan on you barking out the instructions and me building. All right, there you go. We kind of decided there for you, but we still want to know if you guys think that'd be kind of fun.
In a secondary comment, tell me if you think I should give him the correct instructions. It would be so funny. Everyone has the right build, and you have something that's totally looks like the new modern art set.
I'm curious to see what it is. I assume it's a small like polybag
bag
set.
or a $10 set,
something
maybe.
that's like 60, 50 pieces maybe. I don't know. But it's all about the speed.
UCS Death Star. I don't want to give directions for that.
2 days later. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's one thing we have planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, come up see us. We will have prizes. I think they might be unique prizes. Hopefully there's something, if you watch the channel, you'll like.
Yeah, I hope so.
We don't want to give anything away because...
Well, we are giving things away.
Well, he doesn't like leaks, so that's why I can't tell you.
Whatever. No, it's good. No, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exhausting, but a blast. Man, so many great people are gonna be there. It's gonna be a fun time. But yeah, that's really about it. So there's that. There's Brickslopes. We'll leave it there. We've been talking about it a lot, but it's a big deal for us, and we hope that. I mean, obviously this podcast is relatively new. We're still building the audience, and that being said, the people that actually can make it to Brickslopes who also watch the podcast is going to be even fewer and far between. Yeah. So that's why we'll be so excited if you show up and say, "Hey, breaking news." We'll be like, "Oh yeah, breaking news, baby."
And the people that watch the podcast that can come to Brickslopes and want to talk to us is even smaller.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing both of you.
Absolutely. Hopefully both of you show up. You know who you are. Yeah. All right, what's next, man?
All right, so we normally start our rant with some good positivity.
We do?
We do.
Oh,
well, we try to.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course we do.
So,
this is always positive.
Normally we've done like a vintage review.
Yes.
So we have a set for that today.
We do.
Let me go ahead and...
So we're at Jason's house today. So we decided, we were thinking like, okay, we'll both bring a vintage set. But we decided what we'll do is whoever's home we're at, that person will be responsible for providing the vintage set. Maybe. I don't know how long this is going to go on.
Well, part of the problem is he has much more vintage than I do. Like, I have older stuff.
Yes, much older.
But his collection is much larger. So, we're getting to... I still have a few things that are still older than anything you have. But that's getting smaller and smaller. And if we do 2 every time, I'm going to run out.
Right.
So, today's set is not super old.
I'm excited about this, actually.
But it is cool, and it ties into Brickslopes.
So while he's grabbing it, I want to say I saw it as I walked down to his basement. I saw it. I went, "Oh, super cool, super cool!" And I went over and I was admiring it. It's just that era is just great. So, all right, bring it on in, Jason. There it is.
All right. Don't scoot it too far up, or we'll miss it. There we go.
Oh, we've got damage.
Uh-oh.
We can't have that. There we go. It's done. All right. Okay, there we go. So, Jason, tell us about your set.
All right, so this is the King's Castle, I think is what it is.
Look at the size of that sword.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It is set 10176.
Wow. Hey, it's in 5 digits.
This is from 2006, I believe, and the retail price was $99.
Did it come with a dog? Did it really come with a dog? There's a dog right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Came with a dog. No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty sure. Yeah, right there, the
You
dog.
got-
Now,
you
the
got-
one thing it did not come with, I will tell you this. So it has the king, unlike the Lion Knight's Castle.
Right.
It did not come with a chewed sword. That was acquired after.
That's
This was
brutal.
my son's, so he got it for Christmas one year. So I remember we got this at Costco, actually. And I think this set retailed for $99.
Okay.
It's
Pretty
not
good.
100% complete, like I said. It's about 95%.
It's a blue goblet.
But a lot of the main pieces are here. And it's cool because it's pretty modular, actually.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So all
sure.
of these come off, right?
And you can hide stuff in these little pockets.
Yeah, like there's a dead guy.
Yeah.
This is where they bury the dead people. Anyways, so it's mostly completed. And the reason I'm sharing this one, wow, really?
My bad.
I already broke it. Huh?
Almost fell over.
At Brickslopes.
What's in this?
At Brickslopes, there's someone that wants to do like a series of the history of the castle theme. And so what he's doing is he's having some of the early castle stuff, some of the mid, and then some of the most recent castle stuff. And this was one of the ones he was looking for. I'm like, I have it. I said, it's not quite 100%. He's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I think on this one, there's supposed to be a catapult.
Yeah,
like there is on this
there's
one.
a pivot
And there's a
element
couple
there.
pieces I just don't have. So,
So I'm
It's
looking
a-
around, admiring this, obviously. And these minifigs, are these all indigenous to the set?
yeah, these are all the original minifigs.
Okay, it's interesting because they have like these printed faces that I would have never guessed would have been in this era.
Well, 2006, so they were.
I guess that's
It was
relatively
when
new,
they had
sure.
already
Now
switched.
the armor, the breastplate armor on this thing is kind of like this texture, like kind of
Yeah.
a grayish black. I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of
pretty
weird.
Neato burrito.
And there's a couple. I want to say there's like a axe that's like that as well. Yeah, here it is.
Oh
See, the
yeah,
axe is
sure
like that
enough.
as well.
I have nothing like
So-
that. Yeah, right here. There's another one.
But no, it's a cool set. So it retails, like I said, for $99 is I think what it showed on Brickset.
This ghost is even weird.
It glows in the dark.
Well, I know it glows in the dark, but like it's like almost like a translucent element.
Yeah, I have one that is from when I was a kid. Like this was my son's set when he
Yeah,
was
they're
young.
they're more of a white color, like a
Yeah,
solid white color, but they're
exactly.
still glow
That
in the
one's
dark.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to make sure I got the right one. But anyways, we got this set at Costco for him, and it was saved for Christmas. And
Yeah.
then leading up to Christmas, I went back and they had it, and it was like $45 instead of the $70.
No.
Yeah, they were like clearing them out. So I went back and got my money. Instead, I wish I would have got more of them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because it retails now, if you have a sealed one, it's about $500.
Wow, sealed, huh?
The
That's
used
incredible.
one is $250. It says so.
That's impressive. No, I like it. I love these. The
It's a
castles
pretty
are
cool
great.
set.
Yeah,
I like it.
cool. Pretty cool. There you go. There you go. All right, vintage. Good stuff.
There you go.
There you have it, folks.
All right, so we also have another thing we've done. Well, at least we did it last time.
Oh.
I had a little micro build.
Oh man.
People seem to respond well to that.
I responded great to it. Oh no.
Yes. Star Trek
We are the
set.
Borg. Resistance is futile. No, it's not. Because this is the original, right? It's not. Resistance is not futile. We'll find a way to destroy you. You gave me a little micro enterprise and Borg cube. Oh man.
Are you still flying around?
Oh yeah, they're in the Star Wars room, and I look at those like those things might be my favorite sets in here. Not even sets. So, but like when I was watching that episode, and I saw my face when I saw them when you presented my like, oh, it was like I just totally forgot I was on camera. I went, oh, started playing with them. Anyway, yeah, you found my inner child with those things for sure.
Well,
So
it's funny because I was just
It's-
sorting pieces and.
it's gonna be tough to
just threw it
top
together.
that. I'll tell you
Well, I don't know
what.
if this is going to top it, but I have something else I made. So
Okay.
you'll have to let us know if you like this, if you think this is stupid. I don't know.
This is stupid.
Probably.
All right, ready? Okay. what we
If
got?
it's on our channel, it's probably stupid.
No! That is so cool!
Oh, and here,
It's-
I made the boot to go
Oh, it's a mini Wally! Oh, this is so cool! Ta-da! This is awesome. He looks so good. How'd you find this build? Is this something online you saw?
I saw someone had made one, and I just kind of basically dug out some
cool.
pieces. And
I mean, it's got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
yeah, it's
7,
like 11
8, 9,
pieces
10, 11,
or
12.
something.
12 pieces in this thing, and then 3 for the boot with a little leaf coming out of it. Wow.
I want to change this. If I get, there's a smaller green leaf piece I want to get, but
wow.
that is one problem he has.
That's okay. You know what? That is really, really cool.
So kind of fun.
That is awesome. I love it. I love Wally.
So,
I mean, I'd love to have the big Wally.
Well, but this is the kind of Wally you can. That's more in your budget.
Yeah, that's exactly. You have no idea. So true. Man, I love it. I love Wally. Well, I need to get Eve now. Is it Eve?
Yes.
Eve. Yeah.
I don't know how you'd make her in micro scale.
Ooh, it should just be like a cone.
Like a cone and a dome part.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know.
And she'd be hovering. Yeah. Very cool. That's awesome. Wow, that is impressive.
I don't know. Let us know if you like these micro builds or if this is a stupid waste of time.
I was pleasantly. I don't know. I can't wait to see my reaction to that one because that was fun.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Now all the positivity is done. Let's get into
in.
rants. Because I have a list. I put them on my phone just so I wouldn't forget any of them. I got a text from my wife saying I love you. Aww. Anyway.
That's the end of the positivity.
That's it. Love you too. Time to rant. All right. Anyway, this is my list.
Okay.
And does this one, the number one, match yours? Were you going to rant about that?
No, but we can. I thought about it, but I thought that might be. I don't know. You can talk about it.
Some of these are going to be more very personal gripes about, but they're all Lego related.
Yeah.
They're all Lego related. So are you going first? Who's going first?
You can go first. You have a longer list.
I got a laundry list of gripes. All right, so let's talk about the big one here. Collectible minifigures in a box. Where do we start? So first of all, when we saw the images and we're all freaking out, like, you got to be kidding me. They're going to put collectible minifigures in a box, which, as you guys know, obviously, all of the fun about collectible minifigures is they're in these blind bags. And it's fun to search through them and feel for a unique item, like Oswald, to know what you want. Hence, cool collections like that. And it's been like that ever since the beginning, since they first came out, years and years and years. Then suddenly, Lego was like, you know what? Let's mess with them. Let's tick off all of our fans all at once. What can we really do to really just make everybody mad? Adults, kids, let's just tick them all off. What do you think? Gary, you go. Well, let's see. Collectible minifigures in a box? Gary, I like your thinking. That'll really tick them off. Let's do it. Promotion for you. Thanks, man. If your name is Gary, it's nothing against you. I'm just throwing out a name. But here's the thing. We saw the leaks, and then I didn't want to say anything about it to my community until I was sure that Lego had posted that these are coming soon. And when they did, I posted on social media that I was not a fan, but I want to know what you all think. And 99% of you all agreed that this was a bad idea. It's a really lame attempt. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're not saving the planet. And if you think they're saving the planet, they're not. But I won't go on that because that's a whole other argument that I don't want to get into in this video. I want to stick to the idea of why it's so lame that they're putting it in a cardboard box. So when you go to the Lego store, or any store that has collectible minifigures, it's actually really fun to see them there in their bags and feel them. Yeah. Like, even if I'm not looking for one, I can't help but to pick one up and go, oh, this is that person, that's that. And when it's busy, you have other people come up and they're looking for something, and you go, hey, Jason, what are you looking for? Oswald? Okay, I'm looking for this. And then you actually make a friend while you're searching through them. Like, oh, I found this one. And even the Lego store employees are there to help you. Like, oh, what you looking for? That one has this.
And I can't tell you how many Disney CMFs I've sold at the Lego store because people are, they're like, I'm like, what are you looking for? And they'll tell me. And I've felt literally thousands of bags at this point.
Yeah, right.
And I can, I can do a whole box in 2 minutes and find both Oswalds.
Yeah, it's incredible.
If
right, and you get incredibly efficient. There's some like CMFs where I'm like looking for, I think it was the Space Marine. I was collecting that one. This is years ago, and I had that down so quick. It was easy to find. He's really bulky. But anyway, so let's talk about the downstream effects of this. So now they're in boxes. What does that mean? Oh, well, suddenly there's a lot more risk involved in getting what you want. And that being the case, people who get these things and sell them are going to go and take that risk on for you.
Yep.
Are they going to give you the same price as predecessors of CMFs? Heck no. They assume that risk, and they're going to pass along that risk to you in the form of more money. So something that, and I don't know what this is going to be, but I know that if I am a buyer and someone else says, hey, I've got this particular minifigure that you want. Let's say it's what's his name? Wolverine. Let's say it's Wolverine. I want Wolverine. This guy has Wolverine on Bricklink, and I want it. I'm like, oh man, $20. That's a lot, but it's guaranteed I get Wolverine. But someone else has taken the risk, opened up the box, and said, hey, this is Wolverine. I've opened it up for you. I can guarantee it's Wolverine. There you go. But you got to pay the piper.
Because they're going to open it and get, the werewolf guy or, whoever people don't want, and then they're stuck with those.
Right. But now I want to argue the other side. Okay. Somebody has said that, well, I like it because now when you go there, you won't be left with all the crummy
Queen
ones.
of Hearts is like a big one people complain
and
about.
I would argue that there's no crummy CMFs, sort of. But
the pottery person?
I'm not being serious. I'm just being facetious about that. But they're minifigures. They're collectibles, whatever the case might be. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Somebody might actually want that minifigure.
Someone might be making a potter
army out there. It's happened, right? We've seen that.
No one does stupid things like that.
Or the people that are like, oh, I agree. Lego is trying to be green, so I support this. It's not. It makes anyway. I already talked about that. I won't go down that line. I want to. It's so hard not to. Sorry, go ahead.
So a couple of things. You're completely right with a lot of what you're saying here, right? I think what we're going to see happening, you're going to go into the store, you're going to see peeled open boxes.
That's so true.
You're going to see that at the store because at Walmart, that's going to happen, right? So you're going to have that issue.
Especially at Walmart. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see it now occasionally with the bags, so it's going to be more likely with the boxes.
Absolutely.
You're going to have smashed boxes because I've heard people have tried to feel through the box.
Okay.
But a couple of things that I will tell you I have seen. I saw someone did a video. They opened a whole case. Mm-hmm. They got, because it's 12 instead of 18.
Right.
So they got 3 whole sets exactly. So if you get a fresh box, you can do that. And I've heard people talk about, well, we'll weigh them. It's not practical to take your scale to the store. I guess people did that with Mr. Gold, but it's...
So should we do this? Let's go ahead and buy a box and put them on a scale and weigh them, and let's see if they actually...
Well, they already have them all out there.
Oh, I know.
People have weighed them.
Yeah, they have the weights, but I want to see if that's true for our own
well, I have another tip for you.
Oh,
I just saw this, I think, yesterday. And I want to say, I think it was Brick Fanatic. I'll put a link to the article. They found that the UPC code on there, there's a range tied to each one, and it looks like you might be able to use the code to figure out the figure.
There you go.
So I'll put a link in there.
Verify that.
This is early on. It could be wrong, but I saw that as a positive because I heard people talk about that. Why don't we be able to see that? Well, you might be able to.
Anyway, it's generally just a poor decision, and I really hope they revert back to the blind bags.
The one thing I will say is I'm glad that they're going to be even numbers. There's not like chase figures. Can you imagine if it was chase figures in the boxes, like a Mr. Gold type situation? Or even in the first Harry Potter, there was the bad guy from the Fantastic Beasts, because he's like a $20 figure at Bricks and Minifigs, and all the others are, $8.
I guess there's not really many of those in this one. And you know what? The irony is that I don't even want the entire set. There's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 that I want, and I only want one of each. There's not like an army build I want to do of any of them, because they're all unique figures.
And there's no Oswalds.
There's no Oswalds, so why would you even bother, right? So I do think people are going to flock to buying the boxes. I think we're going to see a lot of them for sale on Bricklink because a lot of people are just going to buy them and assume people are going to buy them on Bricklink secondhand for the premium, and it's going to be just a very disappointing process all the way through for the buyer and the seller, and again, the secondary market buyer as well. No. There you go. Anything else we want to rant on? It's just dumb. Gosh darn it, Lego. What the heck? Why would you do this? Terrible idea.
Other thing, because I've heard people complain, they're like, they're going to have parts in bags in there. But evidently they don't. They're all just in there. So
there's no bag?
So there's no plastic bag in there, because that was the one complaint people made. They're
That's
like, they're going to put a plastic bag in a cardboard box.
That is even worse.
Well, that's not what they're doing. But your pieces are going to be loose, and they could potentially get scratched.
Or fall out. Like if the box is squished or bent in such a way.
Well, I think they're pretty well
pieces.
sealed.
They're
though.
pretty... Well, they're small. Okay. Oh,
I don't know.
I haven't
We haven't
them.
seen them, so I don't
have
know.
one in my hand
I've
physically.
seen pictures of it, and it looks like it's pretty well. It's not like a regular, like a fold tab box.
Yeah.
It's like you got to rip the front
All right.
off.
Well, anyway, I think
All right. We've beat that.
we've beat that dead horse.
That's right.
All right. So,
I have one.
Should we go to you? Let's go to you.
I have a rant.
And now to Howard. Mr. Howard.
So, with the other guy.
The other guy. This guy next to me.
So this is a rant related to Brickslopes and Lego.
No kidding.
Yes.
Oh, a convention rant. Let's hear
Well,
it.
it's not so much about Brickslopes, but about how Lego is responding or doing something during Brickslopes.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to say. Carry
So,
on.
we have a Lego store here in the Salt Lake area. It's just south of Salt Lake City. It's a great store. We love it.
Yeah, it's our store.
And, the whole Wasatch Front has grown by leaps and bounds over the decade. And they're opening a second Lego store. It's, what, about 45 minutes from us?
Yeah.
Up north.
It's within an hour.
We won't go there very often, but they're opening one. So people are getting excited. Oh, there's going to be another one. The people up north are excited because they don't have to drive forever to get the pick-a-brick wall.
Right.
It's all good.
Everybody wins.
Well, it comes out, the Lego store, it's going to open. Well, it gets pushed back. It's going to open in August.
Really?
That's
August.
what they said.
What day in August?
Now there is a sign on the door. It is opening August 25th. What else is opening on August 25th at 10 a.m.?
Jason, that sounds awfully familiar. Gosh, where have I heard that date before? Wait a minute.
Exactly. It's not only is it the same date, it's 10 a.m., which is the time the convention doors open for Brickslopes. Why would they do this?
Oh,
Who are the people that are going to be
left-hand-
most likely to go?
Right.
You would think it would be people in ULUG and the people that are going to go to Brickslopes.
Right. Yeah, you would think.
Are
but
you going to leave Brickslopes and go up to the Lego store?
Heck to the no.
No, I'm not going to. And they just
Yeah.
opened one in Boise last week, and I saw
Really?
they did a giveaway. It was a tile that said,
Oh,
the Lego
tile.
store
Yeah.
Meridian or whatever, which would be cool to have, but
Hopefully they have some left over.
well,
Unless it's a day one only thing. But regardless, that is pretty lame.
it's like, what are you doing, Lego? Like, why don't you wait a week or do it
Well,
Monday? Do it, do it a
obviously
different day.
One of those things where there was no coordination. Left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, it's a very unfortunate thing because the Brickslopes convention, it's a pretty big deal for us here in the Valley.
And I know it's
And-
not officially put on by Lego,
Right, it's not. Yeah.
but no one's
Yeah.
going there for Mega Constructs or for, I don't know, Wee Brick or Mold King or any of these other things. Those aren't welcome. What is welcome there? Lego. It's the Lego convention. One of the biggest ones in the West, I would say.
Yeah, I think
right?
so.
For
Yeah,
sure, of the
definitely.
year. And this is the day you're doing it. It's like, come on.
Yeah, bad coordination there.
It's like, you got to figure out what you're doing.
Totally agree, man. Yeah, that was funny though. I had to laugh at
Yeah.
that. Wow. All right, that's good. Anything else?
Not on that.
All right. Okay, the next rant has to do with gift with purchases. As I've been doing reviews, I get occasionally a gift with purchase set, and I guess it's a two-part. My first rant, I'll just say this really quick. As a land member, you get this information. You don't actually. That's it. This is the opposite. You don't get information. You get the set and an embargo date, and there's no information about when the promotion is going to be ran. There's no information about how much you have to spend. And it's really frustrating. So a lot of times you'll see people who are doing these reviews for the land say, this is really cool, don't really know when this is going to be going on, don't know how much you need to spend. I mean, we can assume.
They'll put out
but
guesses.
You don't want to be wrong. Like, if oh yeah, I have to spend $150 and then it's $250, like, oh, whoopsie, sorry. It's a little frustrating, but that's not my rant. My rant is actually on the side of the consumer, because as I'm reviewing these, the case in point is what are they called? Houses of the World. So you just went on a shopping spree and got
I
Houses
did.
of the World
My
number
wife
3.
said, I want number 3 because we have 1 and 2.
Right.
I said, okay.
And if you have 1 and 2, you
guess
gotta
I'll
have
buy
number
Lego.
3. Absolutely. Yeah, right. What a all right, I guess we'll go to the Lego store and spend enough money to get 1 for you. If that's what we
But
do.
only because you said so, honey.
Exactly, right. That's a win-win right there. But how much did you have to spend to get Houses of the World number 3?
$250.
$250 is...
Or you can be like Alex and sit at home and spend nothing.
That is true. But here, I'm trying to see it from both perspectives here. So I have it from my perspective. It's a little frustrating because I want to give the consumer information.
They sent you 1 and 3. They didn't send you 2.
They didn't send me number 2. Yeah, I never had the opportunity. They just sent me 1 and 3. And that's when Mindy went, I want number 2. And thank goodness we had an awesome fan that said, hey, I have an extra one and sent it. Thank you for that, by the way, again. But 200, it's just, the prices to get these are ridiculous. And I totally get gift with purchases. It's a fun little cute perk. And it gets us all excited. But in the end, we all just want to buy them if we want to buy them. So especially if it's $250, that is a lot of money to drop just to get something. And I know you're not getting it just to get that gift with purchase. It's a free perk. It's sometimes. But there's extra motivation. For example, when I was, there was a big deal going on, a lot of sales, there was double VIP points, and that's when I bought the Atari. So I bought the Atari, which I haven't opened yet, but it was on discount, and it's normally a $230, $240 set, and you had to spend, what was it, $230 or $240?
It was $240 to get the 2 gifts with purchase, and yours was $190
the Blacktron, or something. The Blacktron Cruiser was one. I'm like, oh, that was cool. So
it was that and the Bionicle.
Oh, the Bionicle. Yeah, I didn't care about that. Yeah. Sorry, Bionicle fans. I don't really care for it.
There's other channels for that.
Regardless. We're not a Bionicle.
Irregardless.
Thank you. Gosh darn it. What was I? Well, that's my train of thought.
Sorry. So you were short of the gift with purchase.
I put it
threshold.
in my, I'm online. I put it, I'm like, oh, cool, it's 20% off. It's about time. Now it's at a reasonable price. And then I went, oh, well, there's the gift with purchase. It's dangling that carrot there.
I think it was $220. Now that I think back.
Yeah, I think you're right. $220, because it wasn't too much. So what I did is I bought a bunch of Lego pieces for my castle layout to get me to that tier. And so it all worked out. But darn it, their little tactic worked. I spent more money to get the darn gift with purchase, and it was an outrageous number.
Well, okay, so I do have to side with Lego. I mean, the whole point of the gift with purchase is to get us to spend stuff, right?
I'm ticked about the tier. The level
no,
of the
I
tier
understand that.
It's $250.
But it's just funny how you're like, oh, their tactic worked. Well, of course, that was the whole tactic.
$100 should be it. I think no more than $150. Like it was always $100.
But didn't you already have Blacktron?
I did, but I bought it from Bricks and Minifigs for $50.
So why did you get the, like, you already had that and you didn't want the Bionicle. So why did you get, what, like, that's the, I guess the question I would have. Like, why would you spend the extra $30 to get something you already have?
So I could have 2.
I mean, I've bought multiples of sets, Oswald.
Well, it was so close. The tier was so close. It was right there. So why not, right?
I get it. It's just funny.
I just think the tier is too high. That's all I'm going to say. It's have gift with purchases. That's fine, but not $250. That's ridiculous. Come on. Anyway, especially right now, these times are tough for people. Gosh.
Well, especially on a re-release of a gift with purchase.
Yeah, it was a re-release.
Like, those were like, oh, we have these left over.
We have too many. Let's
get rid of them.
Let's do a gift with purchase.
Which one should we do? Just do them both in a higher threshold.
Both. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, the next 2, these are more personal gripes of mine.
I have one.
Oh, sorry. Oh, man.
Wow.
I just thought I had all the negativity was on this side of the table. So, sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
So this one, and this may actually be just a me issue. Please let me know if you identify with this.
Oh, boy.
But I've had this problem like my entire life. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I would get my Lego. I kept them in like a big tub, and I'd pour them out on the sheet. That's how we, they did.
That's called normal.
Because after so many times of digging them out of the carpet, we realized, oh, if you have a blanket, a sheet, whatever, it works. So that's what we would do. I would go, I'm going to build something. I have this idea, and I'm digging through trying to find a piece. I don't know, a gray headlight piece, for example.
Yeah.
I dig, can't find it. Then either you eventually, hours later, find the stupid thing, or you decide, okay, well, I'm going to go a different direction. And
right.
Why is it that once I either have found it, or I'm no longer looking for it, and this still happens to me as an adult.
Yeah.
Why is it that I find 8,000 of that stupid piece that I spent 2 hours looking for. Like, seriously, does it happen to you? Please tell me it does.
It actually has, yes. I agree.
And I've sorted my stuff. Now it's all sorted mostly by color. I have some items that are, by piece. It just depends if it's like old stuff that's used versus newer stuff. But
You're right.
I still sometimes find this, and it's like, why does this happen? Where do they hide?
Yeah, they are hiding somewhere, and they know that you're trying to find them.
And why is it I find so many when I couldn't find a one? It just is frustrating. And I know there's not a solution, and I know it's a first world problem, but it drives me absolutely nuts when that happens.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. That was the other rant.
Good call. You're not wrong, man. Yeah, well, that's better than mine. This is like, so a couple months ago, a friend of a friend decided to liquidate his Lego collection, moving on to other things, I guess. And his collection was mostly in boxes and a lot of Star Wars sets. So we struck a deal where I would sell them for him on my Bricklink store. So I started doing this, and they were flying out the door, right? And it was actually a nice welcome relief because I was using a lot of my boxes that I had. Because every time I get a set, I would keep the shipping box. Yeah. And so they're going out. And now I'm at a point where, oh man, it's getting hard to find boxes for these to fit in. Because usually you go to Walmart and you get like their really cheap boxes. They're always 12 inches or less in diameter every which way. Yep. But these boxes, darn them, they're such an awkward shape. They're like 20 inches long and like 5 inches high or wide or whatever you call it. And they're just awkward shapes that don't fit in any traditional shipping box. And it is so frustrating because what that means is that you have to pay more to find a box that they'll fit inside. And shipping is going to cost more. Mm-hmm. So this is another world I entered because I sold sets. I have sold sets that are new, and usually they're big sets, or they're used. They don't have the box anymore, and they're easy just to put in plastic bags inside of a box, and you're good to go. It doesn't matter the shape because it all fits in there nicely. But these Lego boxes are all over the place with their dimensions, and it drives me crazy. That's all. I'm just going to say that and leave it there. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but
I would agree. I've experienced that because I've tried to put some sealed sets away, and I never seem to find a box where I can stack them evenly.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I need to go to the Lego store and ask them for boxes.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. Maybe they're probably like, no, you can't have those.
They have the massive boxes that they have 20 or 50 of them in each one. And that was really cool because some people were buying multiples of sets, tons of sets. So I could put them all in a big box, and it worked really well that way. So it's a big order, a big box, big shipping, one shipping price, and that's it. But now they're buying just one set, and it's a $30 set, whatever, but it's like this awkward, long, narrow shape. And you're like, I have nothing that this is going to go into. Anyway, again, like I said, you said first world problems. Yeah, anyway.
Well, that's what our whole channel is. First world problems.
First world problems. That we should just call it that. Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. You have another one?
Speaking of your selling, how's the Ghostbusters Firehouse?
The Ghostbusters Firehouse is still for sale. But I priced
there you
these
go, Mardi
sets.
Gras man.
I priced these sets to be the cheapest new sealed sets in the United States. So you told me that somebody on Facebook Marketplace.
No, it was on Bricklink.
Oh, it was Bricklink.
Yeah.
Oh, they undercut.
I told him yesterday. I
me.
saw someone on Bricklink. They had one that said it was sealed for $750 in the U.S.
In the U.S.
Because there's
too?
some
Wow,
outside of the U.S.
That's a good deal.
Cheaper,
that's a really good deal.
So.
I think $750 is a great deal for that. That is a beautiful set. What was it? $350 when it was new.
Was it that much?
It was at least $300. I think it was $350. Anyway, irregardless, right? What was I going to say? Oh, there's only one massive set that I sold from his collection. He has maybe 5 or 6 really pretty good sized Lego sets. Welcome to Apocalypseburg was one, and that one was $750 actually. And I can't remember the shipping on that. I think it was like it was $60, which ain't too bad. I went to like East Coast somewhere, right next door to Mardi Gras Man maybe. But yeah, it's still there, and pretty soon not to advertise my store, but pretty soon it'll have an influx of a lot of used Lego sets in good condition. One owner, built once, displayed and taken apart, and a lot of those are modulars. There you go.
All right, I have another rant.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, I hate it when I tune in to like a podcast on YouTube, and I'm watching, for content about a topic, and then all of a sudden, one of the hosts turns it into a personal sales of crap they have at their house, like new and used sets.
Bugs me so much when that happens. Yeah, you just want to smack the guy. That's what you want to do.
That was a rant I just thought of.
That was a cool rant. I like that. That was a good segue.
That was on the spot rant.
I was like, oh really? Let's hear this. And then
I didn't have anything for that.
Interesting.
You have something else?
I have one more. Where are we on time? I don't even know.
I don't know. We clearly do not care anymore.
Obviously, we say we do, but we don't.
No, we don't. We gave up on that.
It's just. Oh, I think. No, I can't even find it. I closed the. That's not it. That's work. I kind of want to work right now. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm titling this one Dumb Price Tags. So obviously we know that Lego costs more now. And because $8 billion in revenue is not enough, and that's hard for them, they have to increase prices for us, the consumer. So as a result, we're seeing these increases on all Lego sets now, right? It is official. It has hit every single Lego set. Before it was select sets. So now things like the El Dorado Fortress, for example, the pirate set that just came out.
$215, right?
Would normally be a $200 set.
Yeah.
$215. And that kind of goes along with others. You're like, that's a weird price tag. But generally speaking, Lego has always been at these $5 increments. And I know they always do the 99 cents, which, by the way, I hate that marketing tactic, but I know why they do it. I get that. But it's always like the $5 increments.
Yeah.
$4.99, $9.99, $14.99, etc. Right?
Well, but not only that, they have historically they have kind of their set tiers, right?
Sure.
Like you would have a $20 set and a $30 set and a $50 set and a $99. You kind of knew what the prices were.
Oh yeah, just
you
by
didn't
looking at
have
it, you would
like
know.
a
Yeah,
random,
right.
Yeah. I don't recall ever seeing a $65 set.
Yeah,
right,
no, I don't either. Yeah, even like the Megacore Magnetizer was $59.99. I remember that. Just things like that. It was, and the bigger sets were more like in $10 increments.
Yep.
It seemed like. Now, and I even pulled this up. I found out that on the land sets that I've been getting, which I have about 70 sets now. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was looking at their price tags, and I'm seeing so many $11.99, $37.99, $26.99. Like, what is going on? It's obnoxious. I just think that Lego
there was the
is
32 something for the was it the ice cream store?
The ice cream store and the car wash. They were both weird.
One
numbers.
of them was a weird number.
And the
like
Batwing and the Batmobile, those two smaller sets were weird numbers as well. And I just feel like Lego, you can probably get away with that on the bigger sets. That's fine. But on the smaller sets, like if it's sub $100, just keep it with the $5 increments. And you know what? It's okay to do, like, I think in that review of the ice cream shop, I said, how much did I say it should have been? Like no more than $30, because it was like 38. And it's just, it's to the point where it's just obviously overpriced. And I know everything is overpriced these days. I get that. But I just don't like that Lego has followed suit so hard with the smaller sets. And it's pretty obvious that it is. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I wish they would just go to the lower tier of the $5 increment. If it's $11.99, just do $9.99. I think you can do that, and you can wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm still a good person.
And I only have $8 billion this time.
I don't know what the revenue was last year, but and it's a privately owned company, but they do share their financials, and they're not hurting.
No.
Anyway, you know what? Here, let's end on a positive. Lego is a great company. They provide a great product, and it's a very durable, high-quality product that we love. We're all here for that. We all have a passion for the hobby.
Well, and that's why we rant about it and have this, because it is something we like, right? It's
absolutely.
It's not just, I don't have anything better in my life than to complain about Lego.
Yeah, but you know what you're getting into when you watch this video. These are rants, so they're going to have that element of negativity, but also kind of like a relief. Like, oh yeah, totally get it. Because we see the comments, and they're like, totally right with you on that one. And you know what? Many times people disagree, and that's great. I love that. I'm like, I actually disagree with you on this. I think the prices are great, and I would love to pay more for my Lego sets.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I'm just kidding.
I have to look at those comments better.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway. Okay, yeah, that's it. That
Do you
was
have
that was
more
it.
ranting?
You
That
know, I could probably figure
are
something
you
out.
purified?
I feel so purified.
Are you restored for Friday?
I am ready
Well,
for Brickslopes.
Thursday we set up, but Friday when the masses come
I need a lot of
to
these
point
drinks.
and laugh.
Point and laugh. Haha. Yeah, we'll take it.
So
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and this has been a good rant session. I think
it was good.
Yeah, but we didn't have to dig too deep into our pockets. There's always something out there that's relatively new that really grinds our gears, you know.
We always have issues, evidently.
We have issues.
That's the name of our new podcast.
Yes.
We have issues.
two grown men ranting about Lego.
Kids' toys.
Kids' toys. Yeah, here we are.
have issues, all right.
Oh, my parents would be so proud.
All right, so before we leave, we have one other item of business. This is newer. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
People have submitted rants, so we are going to go ahead and read those. And we've talked about this.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be the person that's reading it is going to try to rant it.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
I think that's what we talked
cool.
about.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes, or we'll just be bad readers.
I
I don't
didn't
know.
get to practice this
I didn't
before,
either.
man,
I haven't looked
so
at these since I copied them on
we'll
the
do
list.
our best.
So,
We'll do our best. All right.
so you've got to make up with the passion as we go. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, I'll go first. Which one's first?
All right. So you can read the top one here. Just tell us who it's from, and then rant for this person, and then we'll talk about it.
Christian Harry 7733. Let's see. Is this one here?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It says yes. Replace the blind build with rant. That cat is a catastrophe. Cat and cat. Here is my rant. The 9-volt train track. You have something that's good. If it's good, don't fix it. Get rid of flex track. Lego, listen to your customer. Everybody else does. Ooh, dang. I like that. Hopefully I did you justice there, Christian. I totally 100% agree.
I think it's funny that you picked. We didn't look at these.
These are
kinda
both my rants.
We'd forgotten about this actually.
These are both my rants, so thank you very much for
And
that.
so,
That's awesome. All right, good
yeah,
for you.
I just thought it was funny. The cat was yours. All right, so the next one.
Catastrophe.
This is from Brickzar, or as you know him, Brickstar.
Brickstar. What's up, Brickstar?
He says, not to rant about flex track,
Oh.
but I think it's the reason we don't get track we want. Lego tried and failed cross track and flex track, and nobody likes it. So they think, well, people wanted us to try a track, we did, and nobody likes it, so we won't make any more. It's a new train every 4 years, whether we want it or not.
Yeah.
I think we've made 4 good trains in the last 17 years. Emerald Knight, Maersk Train, Horizon Express, and Crocodile.
Ooh, I agree. Those are great, but that's about it.
Too much focus on $400 plus sets. If they can make $400 sets, they can make trains
They can make a good
that
train.
AFOLs and customers both like.
Man, you are right on, Brickstar. No, that's perfect. And you know what? Yeah, I can see Lego being like, oh, throw their hands up, and they're like, all right, they don't like flex track, they won't like anything, so why even try? Yeah, but yeah, you're right. They've come out with some decent trains, but those 4, Emerald Knight's my favorite. That is a beautiful set. But yeah, they just rehash the same dried up old design and just switch a few colors. This time, like, let's put some cows in it this time. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll make them happy, you know. And it just gets
They
old.
want goats. No goats.
No goats.
We won't give
No
them that.
goats. No. Anyway, right on, Jabbo. Very, very good rant. I like it. And totally on the $400 plus sets. Yeah, chill out. You know, it's not so much about like this. Let's see how much of an expensive set we can develop, but a good quality, affordable set. And trains are right in that alley.
I will say, I think that they've learned at least a little bit their lesson, because it feels like they're not coming out with quite as many of those big sets this year.
You think so, huh?
Well,
it's been a gap. I think you're right.
Because if you think about like the end of last year, we were having, and not quite to 400, but we were having like 2 a month, it seemed. You know, we had the Lighthouse and we had the, I can't remember. There was a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the Hulkbuster and the, you know,
the Eiffel Tower.
All this stuff. The Eiffel Tower was coming out, and so we're
Star
not
Wars
seeing
sets.
those in the same volume that we were. So,
All right,
anyways,
well, we shall see. Okay, we got one more.
this is the last one, I think.
This is Brick HQ. What's going on, Brick HQ? Good to hear from you again. This is my rant, he says. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay, here we go. I know this started last year, but the Lego sets with 5% price increases make sense, but sets with 15 to 20% increases are just too much. I want to point out that T-Falls are hit the worst by the price increases here. They enjoy the big 18 plus sets, but they don't necessarily have a strong steady income to afford them. Of course, A-Falls are hit hard too, but at least they have a steady income. Well,
hopefully.
Some of us, yeah. It seems Lego modulars will be $220 going forward. I think people will be more careful about getting the modulars, yeah, even though they're very popular. Lego didn't make as much money with these price increases in the third quarter of 2022 as many people are rethinking their Lego purchases. And some even the hobby in general. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, even myself included. The problem is many people are buying the sets even with the increases. So Lego thinks that they can charge such prices and people will still buy them. Fans have let Lego know that the prices are too high, as too many big sets is too much. When new sets that are 18 plus are around or under $100, many A-Falls' first reaction is, finally, an affordable set. A balance of small and big 18 plus sets is what A-Falls want, in my opinion. Brick HQ, you were right on. All of these rants are right on. Fantastic stuff. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing else I can say.
Hopefully
Ditto.
we've done you justice.
Yeah. No, you're right on. Well, you were talking about the price increases.
Yep.
I ranted about the price increases and their weird numbers. But he's right on. Like, the smaller sets, they are smaller, 5%, whatever. But yeah, some of these, and I did a video months and months ago, shortly after that, the previous year, August, whatever it was. Yeah. But they were going up like 15 to 20%. Like, what the heck, man? Yeah. Anyway, it's ridiculous. And you know, it's not just Lego. There's a lot of industries. For example, vehicles right now. Like, I am trying to find a more economical vehicle that's more friendly with fuel prices right now. And gosh darn, those things are ridiculously overpriced. And I'm like, how are people affording these? Like, I'm just trying to get like a basics car that my teenager can drive, and that I don't have to worry about it, you know, because he doesn't want to like drive my big truck. Yeah. Right. I totally get it. I don't want him to.
You don't want him to.
Right. That's mine. But anyway, it's just things like that, and just the cost of new vehicles. Like, are people really dropping $85K on a new truck? I guess so, because I guess they're moving anyway. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Great rants, guys. Great stuff. Keep those coming. Those are awesome. Yeah. So, love to see more of those.
This is new. We almost forgot, but fortunately we remembered. So
glad you did.
If you want to, include rants for next time, go ahead and send them in, and we'll try to get to them.
Rant with us.
That's right. Well, nothing brings us happiness like having Alex's blood pressure go up for someone else.
Oh, so true, so true. All right.
All right.
That was fun. Great episode, great rant session, and looking forward to Brickslopes, guys. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for hosting the video today here at your house. And
thanks for coming, and
glad to be here.
Yeah. 2 days till Brickslopes.
Yes. See you guys there. Right. Oh, and we'd like to thank
today's sponsor. Are you looking for something special for that special someone in your life? Then think Fiverton Floral. Let Pat and her staff design something that is sure to win you points. They've got all the creativity and floral technique you could need, plus all the colors and breeds of flower that you might like, including those imported from Minneapolis. And don't forget to say hi to Petey the Parrot when you stop in. So next time you've got something you want to say in a floral kind of way, think Fiverton Floral.